By the end of this video, you have a greater understanding of why this macronutrient is so important to be consuming inside your daily diet each day. It is important for skeletal health, muscular health, and overall cardiovascular health. This is particularly important for those individuals who are doing daily exercise, whether it's weight-bearing exercise, resistance exercise, cardiovascular-based exercises, Pilates, yoga, walking, running, cycling, all of the above. And this is why you need to be replenishing those muscles, those expenditure of energy that you use during exercise with this particular nutrient. It is not calcium, it is not vitamin D, it is not magnesium, it's not boron, zinc, vitamin K. It is protein, amino acids, proteins, which are super important to be consuming each day. I bet you that you are not consuming the daily amount that you need, and I would tell you exactly how much is recommended for your daily diet. Bone health is a multifactorial musculoskeletal issue, and throughout the lifespan, not just when you have osteoporosis, but from an earlier age, you must be consuming certain nutrients to be supporting bone health and muscular health. Protein is crucial for bone health because it provides those building blocks for the matrix, such as collagen, and it helps the structure. Adequate protein is super important because it maintains the bone density, it optimizes calcium absorption, and stimulates bone growth. In addition, it is essential for muscular health because it maintains muscular mass, which in turn supports bone strength by applying force throughout the muscular contraction. This systematic review here supports that protein intakes above the current recommended daily intake is super beneficial for those preventing bone loss. It is important to note that there's no accidental relationship, which means there should not be wiping out the vitamin D and calcium to replace with protein. It is in addition to these supplements and the recommended daily intake of calcium and vitamin D. Those calcium and vitamin D intakes have been shown to reduce the risk of fragility fractures. What has been shown to reduce overall is with the pharmacotherapy, with what a specialist may advise, with the vitamin D, with the calcium, with the protein, and in addition to physical activity such as weight bearing and resistance-based exercises. Probably worth mentioning there was no difference between the plant protein and then the animal protein. The meat proteins can be considered that little bit better, such as your red meats, your poultry, fish, white meats, chicken, pork, eggs, as this has a higher profile, or they're called complete proteins, which have more amino acids inside of them. Vegetable proteins that can be consumed from plant sources such as legumes, tofu, nuts, seeds, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds have been shown to continue that protein intake that is required. However, it has a lower profile of those amino acids that we talked about before. The benefits that those amino acids has is on the osteoblast growth and partially differentiation, which means those amino acids does support the bone growth and bone stimulus that little bit more. I've linked the articles here and in the description, and you'll be able to read more if you like. My main recommendation for the protein is after physical activity. So after you have been exercising, doing weight bearing, resistance-based exercises, and you've been using those stimulus on the bone, on the muscle, you need to then replenish what has been used during those workouts with a protein source. This can be in the form of a liquid or in a meal. However, a liquid can be more easily digested and better for you. A shake natural protein supplement can do the job. It is just required to have a certain amount of protein, which is what you need here. The recommendation here is 1 gram of protein per 1 kilogram of body weight. That means if you're an individual of 70 kilos, you ideally need 70 grams of protein a day, and that is a lot to consume. I know many individuals that I see in clinic and in the lab, they say, oh, I live a healthy diet and I consume plenty of fruit and veg and meat, but that probably doesn't get to your 70 grams of protein quota that you actually need. So 70 grams of protein is difficult to have. A particular protein supplement shake might have 30 grams of protein. A handful of meat might have 20 grams, 2 eggs, 12 grams. However, you need to calculate what this might look like. So typical plant-based and mixed with meat-based proteins could be like this in a day's worth of protein. If you need more tips and advice, reach out to a dietitian or myself or any other health professional who will be able to provide you with help. Stick to your protein, increase your protein intake. Let me know how you go. Thank you.